So, last time we met, we were continuing our adventure where you guys have gone down to floor 173 to find out what's going on with a new drug that's hitting the market. Through your investigations, you have found quite a bit. You have found that it's very similar to Yeadam, the drug that you guys took care of last time.
Yeah.
You were told that Commander Gleason did not want you down there. You found out that it has a compound in it which is dangerous to non-humans. You found out that the people distributing it is the group that used to work for Oopty Oopty, and Stoddy is kind of over them. You found out that they are, after you caught the two kids, you took them to be interrogated last time. Wyatt made buddies with the human, with the human, and found out that he gets resupplied by, where'd the guy's name go? Ratsu, or no? Ratsu, who's a fallen at the Gorgon.
Right.
Ratsu is the bartender.
Yeah, Molin West was
the distributor.
Yeah.
So he would collect the money and then resupply them.
Right.
And
he was a Duros.
Yep, he's a Duros. They were on the floor 175. You guys, after getting the information, you guys told Captain Jeffries of your suspicions. He said you guys need more evidence, but he would pass it up. You kept hearing the name Joan Tana. Then at the end, you went down and talked to Mullen West, saying that you were taking over the operation. And he was going to take your money and tell you where you could find Joan Tana at the Holland Technology, or the Holland Technology Factory on floor 175.
Which we were familiar with from a prior adventure. At least two of us were.
Yep. Yeah. Which you were familiar with because that's where you cleaned out, where Commander Gleason had you clean out.
Right.
To allow room for Holland Technologies.
Right. So I feel like we should let the captain know, give him the update with our suspicions. So we were already suspicious of Gleason based on what we had discovered so far, especially with the service records of Joan Tana that I discovered. But now that we know that now that we have information that she's probably working out of a facility that Gleason specifically had us clear out and didn't really give us a good reason at the time why we were doing that. That's even more suspicion.
And agreed.
And so we are going to pass that up to a Moff or an Admiral or whoever's next up in the chain of command.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
So
you guys, you call Jeffries and tell him that you found out that the name that keeps coming up is in the factory that you cleared, and he says I'll continue to look into it. I think he told you before there was not much information on Joan Tana except for she was in the Imperial service before.
She was a lieutenant.
Yep. Last name of LeVar.
That served under.
And Gleason was still a commander at the time, right? He or was he a captain? I don't know.
He was a captain. Okay. He was above her.
Yeah, but not in this current rank.
Yep. Okay. What was the last name for Joan Tana?
LeVar. I got LeVar.
Okay. Yep. And then I had to do better. Write those down. So.
Yeah, LeVar. I wrote that in very small letters right here.
Yeah, your notes were very hard to read. So.
Oh, you tried to read them? Yeah. Yeah, I don't have great handwriting. Yep. Especially because normally I'm writing very fast, right? Like I can write neatly, but it takes me a long fucking time.
Yep. Yeah, I type, so my handwriting's bad. And so even when I write, I'm like, what the hell did I write? So, okay. So you will end it, you guys leaving Mullen West at the Loop, which is the bar that you were at. And where it had Imperial markings on the droid as well as on the wall. And I think that is the last that I had there.
So we are going to the Halloween Tech Factory, I thought.
That is progressively the next step.
So I think we first need to make sure that we get information from Jeffries. I mean, I don't know how Imperial system works. I'm pretty sure if we come in with a warrant and several officers, it'd be a little more easier than just by ourselves kicking down the door.
Right, but we'd have to have a reason, especially if there's strong suspicion that Gleason's involved, right? Like, I assume that when you go through channels, like certain levels of the command structure get carbon copied on it, right? You know what I mean? So like if Jeffries was like,
Yeah, I want a warrant for something on his floors.
right, he gets copied on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were going to try to investigate to see what we could find, in order to report back to the captain.
Well, that might be it.
So he can only do back channel stuff. There's no way he can do anything official at this point, which is unfortunate. It's the sticky situation that we're in.
I guess then, yeah, what you're saying is right. We just have to pretty much sneak in and hope we don't get blasted.
Or run into more of those crazy fucking alligator things.
I'm pretty sure those got cleared out.
Well,
I mean, I was pretty good.
you never
just-
know. This Jontana chick could be like training of his guard animals.
But I shot them all. I mean, I opened
Well,
up
yeah,
on auto and
there
just,
was two, I think, and we killed them.
eh,
But that I don't know if I remember correctly. Like, we couldn't really tell if there were more or not.
well, I shot the water real good and we blew it all up with explosives.
That's true. But obviously not well enough that they couldn't reuse the facility, right? So
Well, yeah. I mean, we didn't do anything structurally wrong.
yeah, I mean, if the building's not falling down, you just didn't do a good enough job of blowing shit up. So
Well, they want it whole,
Yeah.
not demolished.
All right. So you guys head down anywhere. So you reach out, tell Jeffries what you found. Again.
Yeah.
Anywhere else you want to go before heading
what
to
floor was Holland on?
175?
175. Do we know anybody down there?
You do not. Or at least
There's
not that I know.
we don't know of anybody. We know of
Yeah,
a
we
gang
know.
there.
Well, yeah, I would say we know the Venom Forge spiders operate out of that.
And the rats were living there.
the rat rodents were living there. And we know that the Venom Forge spiders happen to be into making poisons with drug-like effects. So,
Mhm.
I mean, if we want to come at it straight on and hit up Pollitt Technologies and see what we can find out, that's fine. But I'm almost wondering if,
And that they work often with bounty hunters for the Venom Sport spiders.
Okay.
For they supply.
Oh, assassins and bounty hunters with stuff.
Yep.
So there is a thing. Either we just go direct. I can think there's several things. We can either just raid the place, either secretly or openly. Secretly, probably a little less noise and possibly a little less danger.
well, and less danger of us getting in massive fucking trouble.
Oh, absolutely.
If Gleason happens to come out with the upper hand politically.
Yeah, they're staking it out, so we can at least glean more information that might be more concrete.
Yeah.
Or we can go on the tangent of trying to maybe look somehow into whatever drugs are around with the venom.
So I feel like there's where the Venom Forge spiders are concerned. There's three possibilities, but I think two of them are more likely than the third. So I think the two likely ones are either that the leader, we don't know the actual name of the leader of the Venom Forge spiders. They were just called Purple Krinka, right? If I remember correctly. So I think the most likely things are that Jontana is Purple Krinka, or they're rivals, right? So the Venom Forge spiders probably might not take too kindly to the fact that this former Imperial officer is making drugs on their,
Okay, so those are two possibilities. What's the third?
that they're in league, right? They're allied in some way.
That they're separate yet allied.
Separate, yeah, allied, yes.
Okay.
And I think that's less likely, right?
Well, considering the drug is kills aliens.
Yeah, and we don't know we don't know anything about purple Quinca other than the name, right?
Yeah,
So-
or the venom, if they are human or mixed or.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so a lot of most of the gangs have been mixed.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
For them to probably develop an anti-human.
and if I remember, they were one of the bigger ones too. The Venom
About
Force
250
fighters.
people.
Like the only one bigger than that I remember. There was like two bigger than that: Phantom Terror and Bone Crushers. Oh wait, Swift Laws were two.
But the bigger kind of perceive before when you're talking about the bigger perceived threats of dealing with them is that they work with bounty hunters and assassins.
Right.
So even though it's not just their numbers, they
Right,
have
right, right,
friends.
right. Because they have friends because they supply
Mhm.
the shadier
Yep.
bounty hunters and mercenaries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. So we got a couple of threads we can pull on. I don't have a preference either way.
well, if I had to say anything, I don't know, unless we have a solid way to investigate this gang with with the chance of getting more evidence, that seems kind of a stretch. I think we should at least stake out Holland Technology, see if we can find anything out. I mean, there's nothing wrong with just waiting at just a smidge.
Right.
Yeah, I think we should go to Howland Technology because I think that's the most direct route to figuring out what's going on, and see what we see there because we don't know we just need more information.
Okay. So you guys head over to Holland Technology.
But when we're heading over, I want to see if we can see the tail because there's somebody tailing us, if I remember correctly.
There was someone tailing us and we knew it.
Yeah, and we
Uh,
found that out. So I'm
yeah.
just trying to see if we can find the tail. Maybe one of us could get the tail.
That is actually a good point. We should entrap the tail first.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think.
Actually, that makes a lot more
okay.
sense.
Yep.
You forgot about the tail. I
I
think.
love the tail.
Yeah, because we were tailed. We knew we were being tailed.
And they backed off,
Yep.
but that doesn't necessarily mean they didn't pick it up again.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, where's the tail, guys? Okay, I got it.
Yeah, Jeffries presumably had someone tailing us. I mean, not Jeffries, Gleason presumably had someone
Possibly.
tailing us.
We don't know, but
Presumably.
But yeah, I mean, to
because
me,
it
the
was-
first thing would be to try to get the tail because then we could get more information out of the tail.
all right. So let's see. Well, definitely. I mean, Holland is definitely the obvious target. So let's see if we can create a trap for them on the way there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. How are you going to try
Do
to?
we want to? Do we want to be like? Do we want to be like super like interesting? Like maybe we could have a fight about the direction in which to take. Like the majority could be like, let's go stake out Holland Technologies, and then one of us could be like, no, fuck that. Let's look at the Venom Forge fighters, and then that person gets so mad they go off on their own. But really, what they're doing is setting an ambush.
Well, I was gonna say like we just see they're following us, and if they're following us, then on the way to Howland Technologies, we go a different way, and then let somebody out who can basically see who's following us, and then get them.
I mean, we got to figure out a way to set an ambush for this person. And the problem here is that, we might be fairly perceptive, some of us, but they could be really sneaky, right? And it's like, so it's like, we need to
Okay.
give ourselves some advantages here.
So who should do it? The one that can best see them, or the one that can best overtake them?
Well, I mean, I think we're all fairly capable combat-wise.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Then that would mean who can ever spot them better.
my perception's only 3.
I'm not that perceptive.
Yeah, I have 2 yellows and a green.
I have 1 yellow, 2 greens.
So I guess I am the most perceptive.
Okay.
Okay. So 2 of you are.
And perception goes up with cunning, which I can reroll.
Mhm. All right.
Well, I don't know if we lost. Did we lose the tail or did we not lose the tail?
We noticed they backed off, if I remember correctly.
You guys lost the tail because you said Or I remember you guys were trying to lose them because you didn't want them following you to where you were going. So you spotted them, and then with this, you spotted them, but then there was a bunch of threat. So they knew
They knew
they
they-
saw
yeah.
that you spotted them,
And so they backed up.
and they
Yeah.
backed off.
Right.
That was the last of it.
Yeah.
That was it.
So we didn't lose them. They just knew that we knew they were there. So
Yep.
like, well, okay, regroup. But that doesn't mean that, you know, they're not gonna come back and spy on us some more or send someone even more sneaky.
Yep.
To do it.
So,
Or we could just go to the place, but not go in, and then see if we can perceive anybody who followed us, I guess. But I don't know how we set an ambush. I feel like we need more people if we're gonna do an ambush.
So the way that I was picturing it is, so if I'm going to be the one that's going to try and spot the tail, then we would loudly argue in this bar. Maybe we have a few drinks, whatever. You know, not really drink, but we're in a bar, so it's a good cover. Loudly have an argument as we're walking out of the bar, saying, you know, so you guys are like, we should just go to Helen Technologies and sit on it. And I'm like, no, we gotta be more proactive. Let's go track down the Venom Forge spiders. And we have a big old fight. And I say, fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself. But really what I'm doing is going and getting a vantage point along the path you guys are gonna take to Helen Technologies to see if I can find the tail.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
All right.
okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Go ahead and make a group deception check.
Nice.
Nice. And yes, and story points. Oh,
Hello.
Dylan just popped right
Yeah,
through
he
to
heard-
say,
I
"I
was
heard
Say,
guys."
ta-da, when you come in.
Yeah, but I see you have that big old bucket of bells. Is that for just to distract
I
them?
don't know where that's from.
Or is that to distract the cats? So,
I have no clue.
I have 2 blocks, by the way.
You black.
Oh, black. Yay, black. Right down. Black. Oh, that's me.
One black.
I'm black.
Oh wow, this is gonna be fun at the beginning. Oh yeah.
So group deception check. Well, I guess that's me.
Probably.
Yeah, take a boost from me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no one has a higher cunning than me, so.
Nope.
And I don't think that's ever going to change because cunning is when I'm going to put my dedication in when I finally get 25 experience.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
cunning's the same as yours.
Yes, but I have ranks in the skill.
Yeah.
Whenever I get my next job and I get another dedication a long time in the future, if ever, it'll probably be in willpower.
It will be 2 red and 2 purple.
Damn.
You can take 2 boost dice for your situation.
As well as a big dice from the group.
Since I feel like sharing,
Yeah.
we will change one. 'Cause you guys have to have some fun.
Of course. I know. It's only
I
fair.
hate to have them all.
Yeah, all my bonuses are to skullduggery and stealth. So, well, the bad dice came up better than they could have, but I think we're still gonna fail this here. Yes, because I only have 2 successes. That's gonna cancel those
Yeah.
and those. So I've got a failure with 3 advantages. Ah, well. And I don't think I should waste my reroll on this because that's a very unfavorable roll.
Yeah.
For 3 advantages. So you take position and you're able to see again, you're able to take position to see the person as they're or the person you suspect is following them. Your advantages is that you see them, and because of your knowledge of imperial tactics, the person looks like they are part of the empire. But if you try to engage them in any manner, because you fail, they'll be able to get away. And you can't make out who it is.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we still gotta do the plan, right? Because so I'm gonna storm off and I'm gonna go to whatever prearranged ambush spot that we set. And
All right. Yeah.
I mean, maybe at the very least, even if we can't catch them, we can see who it is, and then they'll never be able to spy on us again.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Oh, sorry. That was the.
That was the role to
well-
see if they believed that.
Oh, that was your deception roll. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we didn't deceive them, but
Yep.
but there's not really any way we could know that.
Sorry, I jumped ahead. I thought that was the.
Yeah, no, I think you were looking at the perception roll.
Yeah. Yep. No, like wait.
So I don't know if you want to change what the
Okay.
advantages are for.
Or
So
the
maybe
difficulty,
like
perhaps.
maybe they know that obviously
Mhm.
I'm not breaking off from the group really, but they don't
Well, I don't
know.
know, maybe the perception wouldn't have been such a hard difficulty if it was the,
Oh, that's true.
yeah, so.
That's true. Maybe his whatever counters deception wasn't as high.
No, it'd been two purple and one red. So it'd been one less.
I'll reroll.
So 2 reds and a purple.
I believe it was 2 boosts from the situation.
Yeah. And then the natural or the upgrade from this.
Yeah, we
So you have
We're-
one-
Yeah, I got it. So you said it was
so, yeah,
you said it was a
two reds, one
two-
purple.
yeah, 2 reds, 1 purple.
Yep.
There were 2 purples and a red, but upgraded. And then I get 2 yellows and a green, and then an advantage from the group roll, and then 2 advantages from the. Yeah. Well, that's worse. We're going to succeed, but there's a despair. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's worse or not.
Okay.
yeah.
We're going to succeed by a lot, by the way,
Okay.
like a massive number of successes. So we'll just say that cancels that. This goes down to 1 advantage. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes and 2 advantages and a despair.
Okay.
So he is deceived, but something, and I've got some sort of medium advantage, but also something bad happens.
So he overhears your plan. Your advantages are, well, can I say with the same thing of he's positioned in a spot where, no, so you him and overhearing. That still fit. Yeah, that still fit. So after you're able to recognize, again, you don't recognize him because of where he's positioned, but you recognize that it's the person that you believe it is. And from
So
how it
instead of
dressed-
assuming he's out there, we know he's out there, we know where he is, but we can't tell who it is.
Yep.
And then presumably despair to be determined.
Despair to be determined.
All right, well, so I'm gonna so now I'm gonna go. So after putting on the performance of a lifetime, I'm gonna storm off and go to the prearranged ambush spot.
Okay.
Such a drama queen.
I know.
All right, Wyatt, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Like I'm gonna win the Oscar for best dramatic performance here.
As you guys, so
But then trip on the way up the stage. That's the despair, right? So,
as you start leaving, Doug Judy appears and you get distracted and you stay at the bar. That's your
I
despair.
can't say no to Doug. Did you catch up on 9/9 yet? Yeah, the Doug Judy episode was good as expected.
Yeah.
So good as expected.
Yep.
I haven't watched the 2 newest ones.
They're still good. I think they're off next week, and then the last 2 are the following week.
Yeah, right. Michelle and I will probably watch the
Yep.
the most recent 2 over the 3-day weekend. But But yeah, the Judy one was amazing as expected. They
Okay,
have such good chemistry, those two.
so you guys leave your separate ways with Wyatt and Elson heading towards Holland Technologies, and Lucen heading on a en route of ambush. As you guys are heading to Holland Technologies, let me have the two people. You can do a group vigilance check.
Okay.
Counter ambush.
One yellow, two green. That's what I got.
Okay, so
This is
I'll
the
take your
this is the
ability
despair kicking in already,
and my
maybe?
2 vigilance. So that's our pool.
Okay. It is going to be against 2 red and 1 purple.
Oh wow, that's just wonderful.
Man, they brought out all the stealthy fucks.
Does he get a boost dice for me helping him, or is that?
No, you're giving it your ability is coming in play. So
Oh, okay.
Because you have the higher, the higher ability.
Yeah, I
the
had
higher
I had 2 yellow period, and then
And I have too many points, so I feel obligated to
of course
to share.
Of
Get it
course.
even out the
Yep.
force, bring balance to the force.
Bring down.
I really do want to.
Oh wow.
Well, that's a roll.
We succeed.
Okay.
We do succeed. Oh, no, we don't. We don't.
There's 2 failures. That die over there is a success.
So there, success and success, they cancel out.
You
So
have
there
an
is
advantage and a despair.
an advantage and despair.
Okay.
There's
Well.
2 despairs on the table now.
Yeah. So you apparently you guys got ambushed.
You guys got ambushed.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to have a pitched battle outside your favor, and I may end up having a pitched battle in my favor. This is going to be interesting because presumably the lone spy is gonna still.
So since you did not see them and you had a despair, they are going
Surprise
to
round.
take shots at you before initiative.
All right.
Are we in it? We're in a like a vehicle, right, of some sort?
Nah,
Are we walking?
I was assuming you guys are walking because the
Okay.
floor is
we're hoofing it.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
We're beat cops.
So for Daniel first.
Cop cars are really only a thing in the West, you know, like the Western cities. Like
Oh, okay.
in major metropolises, cops walk.
Two. 12. Now I have a triumph.
12 damage.
12 damage.
Oh,
Sorry, 12 stun damage.
Oh,
that's worse.
That's even worse.
Oh, well, at least your soak's good.
Yeah.
Can't crit with stun.
Nope.
No.
You can knock his ass down. Or something.
I'll put it this way: with soak, I will be down to 5.
Ow! Ow! You need to use your whatever advantages you have to get your willpower back
Oh yeah.
or your strain back.
for-
Ow!
We will use the triumph as the bolt hits you. It knocks you prone, and then with it being a triumph, as you fall into Wyatt. To knock him prone.
Oh, thanks.
But since you're shooting at somebody who's now prone, it'll make it harder to shoot you, right? So,
I'm assuming this is happening somewhere where I'm not.
yes,
Okay.
yep. You guys have separated.
At least they're trying to stun you, I say, as you get knocked me over.
You're about to ask something of me,
Oh,
or
jeez.
No, you're shooting at me,
oh yeah.
but I'm on prone, so it's a little harder because you knocked me over.
You see a stun bolt fly to where you were.
Oh, okay. Well, he
As it
saved my
hits
butt
and
by
dissipates on the wall.
saved me by knocking me over.
Woo! Ah!
Can we tell if it's 1 or 2 or just?
You can see that there's
they're not minions, I assume. It's two like
No.
skilled people.
Yep. There's two, you see it kind of on the street that you're walking down, on the kind of on like the stairways or like the fire exits of the building. There's two people like in alleys,
Okay,
with rifles.
okay, so they're in the alleys on staircase.
So
on-
they
on
got
shooting at
the
us.
high ground,
Yeah,
which
they
is
have the
never
high ground.
great.
Then we'll go to initiative.
Okay. Well, I can't spend strain to try to be rapid. All right. But okay, so I'm guessing it's vigilance on this one.
What do we roll for that? I forget.
Well, actually, my vigilance and cool are the
So
same.
since
so-
you were not prepared for it, it'll be vigilant.
Yes.
So we roll vigilance?
Yep.
Okay. 1 yellow, 2 green.
2 and 1.
A triumph
Yeah,
and 2
three-
successes. Three
Yeah,
successes.
3 and 0 with a triumph. That's pretty sweet. Triumphs isn't where initiative's not where you want to roll triumphs, but what are you gonna do? And if you had done it, you might have been able to get some strain back from it, but
Well, I do have an advantage, so
Oh, I forgot to bring my jacket.
I'm good with the air conditioning being turned off if everyone else is. I don't care. I can survive. I thought for sure once I lost weight that I would be less hot all the time. It's not true though.
No.
I'm still always hot.
I heard 3, 0, and a triumph.
Yeah,
Mhm.
3
And
and 3 and triumph. Yeah.
What was yours?
2 and 1.
Take it out.
Okay.
Someone's caught in a bad romance. Two people were caught in a bad romance.
So we have NPC, PC, NPC.
Damn, someone's faster than 3. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, NPC, PC. Yep.
Okay.
They were with 7 tiebreakers, 7 advantages for tiebreakers. So, for your triumph, what would you like to use that for? You to take a maneuver before combat starts.
Can he say that they were magically knocked, like they fell behind some debris or
That's
something?
what I was going to bring up as an idea, we fell behind cover.
There's like a speeder or something, right? Like
I don't. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say like if I could use it to basically be so I'm blocked at least by
or
one
like
shooter.
like a concrete barrier. Like there's construction going on. They got like a concrete barrier or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So they'll get an upgrade for their upgrade and setback.
But which will negate their high ground advantage,
Right.
which is nice, right?
Yep. Well, those add to the pool.
Right.
You don't take stuff out. Ha. You just
Yeah,
add more.
yeah.
It'll help. It'll counterbalance it. Let's call it.
Yeah,
that.
since we're both prone and
negate, yeah.
behind hard cover,
Not negate, but
it's gonna be
help
hard.
counterbalance it.
Oh, and I have defense. Okay.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you have really good armor.
Upgrade.
Okay.
So the first one will shoot at Elson.
Okay. Did you get my armor in play?
Yeah, I do this thing.
Cool.
Look at all them blacks.
Look at all those blanks.
Yeah.
That takes that. That takes that. 3 success and an advantage.
I soak.
Okay.
Yay!
So it'll be 12 again.
Oh, 12 again.
Yep.
Ah,
Yeah, that's 9, right?
I'm out.
Okay.
I'm just out.
Oh, that
Is it-
sucks.
Bolt flies and Elson falls to the ground.
Okay.
What is,
Your turn.
what is Brave Sir Wyatt doing?
I think Braves are Wyatt's cutting and running.
That is not for Brave Sir Wyatt.
Uh,
There may be stories sung about him later. They bravely,
I mean,
bravely
whatever,
ran away.
if you get taken down too, I guess the mission will be for me to save you. Like,
Well, I guess
you got to
like,
rely on my ability to be an actual spy.
so
and
what are
not a
my
goof off.
options? I guess can I like make it up one of the fire escapes to try to get to one of the guys and make it so the other guy can't hit me? Can I like what if I ran away? Would they be like 2 shots at me before I run away? Like
So kind of you're kind of the street here.
okay,
Here's kind of where the alleys are.
okay,
Up here's the fire
okay,
escape where the people are.
okay,
Here's the side of the street that you were on. So here's Elson. You are basically right next to him.
okay,
So there's buildings kind of spaced out where they have small alleys in between. There's doors on the buildings in between.
okay,
We'll say that there's a car that is over here, kind of in between the one over here, the one who hasn't shot yet, and you. So you can run down the building. If you move from where you are, you'll kind of be out of view of the one over here.
yeah,
But this one will still be able to see you unless you move off the street or move into a building, or
okay.
you could dive under the car.
Well, I'm just like, is the car like open? I take it it's not, but like, because I could like drag Elson into the car. Like, I don't know if that would be too many maneuvers.
The door.
I mean, have there ever been speeders with like an actual
Covers.
roof?
Yeah, no, that's just what I'm curious. Yeah, no, that's,
On the cartoons, but not in the.
Oh,
not in the
okay.
movies.
Yeah, see, I have limited experience
Yeah.
with that. So I'm like, every speeder I've ever
I guess
seen is a
the safest
convertible.
option would be try
Not
to get
even a
into one of the
convertible.
buildings. I think that would be the most safest option,
Mhm.
since I don't think I could handle getting shot at by 2 people at once.
We'll say the car is locked unless you'd like to spend a destiny point. Then you could add the fact that the car is unlocked.
Okay. Well, I mean, because I was just thinking, like, could I, like, in the time span I have, could I grab him, throw him in the car, get in the car, and then we would have the protection of the car at least.
It'd take your full turn
Okay.
and 2 strengths. You have to stand up from being prone,
Okay.
and then grab him with a maneuver, and then kind of get him in the car with your action.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess if I was in the car, like, I don't know what that would do with blaster fire and stuff like that. So,
So it would change stun bolts to not be able to affect you because it hit the car.
yeah.
But if they change their fire to not stun bolts,
And then I would be stuck like hot wiring the car, basically.
Yep.
With 3 greens. Tempting. Let's see. And then the other option would be to like hide.
you could run in one of the buildings. You could hide under the car. You could kind of run down. If you run basically down the alley of the guys on, it would get you out of sight from the one guy.
But the other guy would still have an
Yeah.
option. But
Yeah,
is there
yeah.
like, can I climb up the fire escape at all or no?
Yeah, there's a spot. We'll say it's kind of like the New York ones where it's the ladder you have to kind of jump up to climb up.
Okay, and how far could I get doing that, I guess?
You could get to the bottom basically so take your maneuver to get up. If
Okay.
you take your 2 strain for another maneuver,
Uh-huh.
you'd be able to get to the ladder.
Okay.
So you'd be at the base of the ladder. Then next turn you could jump up the
If that was
ladder.
based at the ladder, like the guy above me wouldn't be able to hit me, but the other guy would.
He would have to completely reposition himself because he's like laying down with his rifle.
Okay.
The guy over here, he'd still have a hard time hit you because of the car, but you'd still be in his line of sight.
Okay. Do you have a preference, Elson?
My character is out for the count, so
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to think because I'm like, none of these are great options. The best option is probably running away. I'm gonna go for the car.
Okay.
So 2 strain.
And you jump in the car.
Okay.
The other guy sees you get in. Yeah, I guess he doesn't care. He switches his rifle over.
Starts blasting the
He
car.
starts shooting the car.
I mean, good luck, I guess. I guess he could do one damage to it each time.
He could, yeah.
Is it 10 you have to overcome?
Yeah.
Yep.
And the rifles apparently do 9, so
Yeah.
some high-powered shit. Assuming the car doesn't have soak, obviously.
No. You see a bullet go through the hood of the car.
So now you're stuck.
Well, it's not. Oh, you can try to jump it. It's not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily mean it's been deactivated yet.
Okay.
So, the other guy, he'll follow suit and shoot the car.
Womp womp.
Yeah,
And you're gonna have to.
Well, at least they're not
use-
shooting you.
You're gonna have to use skullduggery to try and start the car, and that's probably not. Or I guess mechanics.
Could I shoot out of the car? Maybe I could shoot out of the car and shoot one of them.
I mean, how does that put you in a better position than when you were out in the car?
Yeah. Well, at least he's not getting hit anymore.
So he hits the car with a Triumph, and also it's a Despair.
His rifle stopped working.
So you see.
Duncan's gonna be like, oh, the despair is he broke his selector switch, so now he's permanently stuck in killer mode.
Oh, what a despair.
Oh
We'll go to his rifle runs out of ammo. But as you see a large bolt go through the
no! He used up
go through
all
the
his
front of
ammo
the
on
hood,
you, Elson.
and you start to see sparks come from inside the hood.
Oh, great.
And it's changing from stun to blast.
Well, you used it all up on Elson, doing massive amounts of damage to Elson.
So if you want, you can do a skullduggery check to
Can you
try
do
to.
mechanics instead? I don't know that it's
I don't
better.
think it's better for him.
No,
No, I
I
don't
think
think-
his his intellect and his cunning.
Yeah,
are the
skullduggery's better.
same. Yeah. Oh, your cunning's 3 and your intellect's 2.
Yeah.
You can do a skullduggery check to try to jumpstart it.
With sparks coming at him.
You can try.
Hotwire, dude.
Hmm.
Do it. Do it.
Because I'm trying to think of like I could throw a grenade out of there. Like, could I? I mean, I guess could I roll out and try to hit one of the guys?
Huck it
Yeah.
out the window.
Yeah.
Roll out and throw a grenade.
Okay.
Now it's 2-on-1. Oh, baby.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
But
I
one of
just
them-
don't trust.
One of
three-
them's got to switch.
What's
to
the
his
difficulty
sidearm.
if I tried to do the
It'll
skullduggery?
be one red
Presumably
and
they
two
have a
purple.
sidearm, so he's
One
gonna
red
be
and
doing
two
slightly
purple.
less damage.
And what would it be if I tried to throw a grenade?
Be a range light.
Range light.
And you can throw it medium. I'm assuming you're medium?
Short range.
Oh, it's short range now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a grenade at the
There's a
guy.
count to make it go to medium.
So like, what would I be opening the door or would I be?
Mhm.
Okay, open the
You gotta
door.
Open the door.
Yeah, the guy closed. Okay, I'm gonna do that because that seems like my safest option right now.
Okay.
3 yellows. Do I get any boost or anything?
No.
No. Okay. I wouldn't expect to. I feel like I'm in a pretty crappy place.
So just be 2 purple.
2 purple.
Or actually 1 purple is a short.
Okay.
Whoa!
I guess point blank doesn't work on this, right?
Sure. So it's short. He's at short range.
Okay, so add 1 damage. I have 2 ranks to that, so add
you
1
add 2
2
damage
damage to whatever I roll.
Awesome.
So I'm just
Do,
rolling.
do you have to maneuver or no? If you don't have to maneuver before throwing aim.
Yeah, you have to move to open. Your maneuver would be
okay.
opening the
Okay.
door
Okay.
and kind of reshifting yourself. Since you're throwing a grenade and those are always hilarious, I'll upgrade. So change your purple to a red.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it makes sense.
Come on.
Oh,
Wow.
That's great.
That's actually an excellent throw.
That's basically what you want.
Good throw.
You bruised yourself on the frame of the car, took a strain.
What's the damage on the grenade? Is it 8?
It's a stun grenade, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
That could potentially be better.
I don't know. I
Most
don't know what I
fighting
wrote
types
on
have
it.
less.
I just wrote stun
strain.
grenades, whatever they had. So
From what I remember, frags are 8, but I think stuns are.
Why do I have stun grenades?
Because you don't want to kill people.
Yeah, that's not my guy. My guy wants to kill people. More paperwork when you kill people, though.
No, I mean, that assumes you do paperwork.
Yeah.
Oopty Oopty is just presumed missing at this point,
Mhm.
even though I definitely killed him. He dead.
A lot of different grenades.
I'm guessing there aren't too terribly many races, even in the infinite variety that is Star Wars, that can survive a head cutting off.
Yeah.
Mm.
No.
None that have like two heads, or that have their brain somewhere else.
Stun grenade, 8 damage. 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
If you want to write it down, it also has disorient 3 and blast 8.
Well,
But you have to have advantages to spend to turn those on.
Okay.
So, so you
Blast
basically did
8. Good lord.
But 2 extra damage for the point blank, so that'd be 10.
Yeah, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Oh, because
Oh, is that how that works? Is that each
Yes.
success adds to the damage?
It's all,
Yep.
that's how all combat works.
Yep. Because of your extra damage, you throw your grenade and you see the rifle kind of fall off the edge.
So I'm assuming you threw at the guy who could still shoot. Yes, smart. So now the other guy's like, well, okay, I guess I gotta pull my pistol.
You see his as you assume he's been knocked unconscious, as you see the rifle drop from the stairs.
Yeah, he just
Yes.
lifted up
He
just
doesn't
long
go
enough,
over.
and he
He doesn't go over with him.
No.
That's good.
Yeah, do the grenade underhanded, guys. It's like underhand.
Pretty amazing. It stayed up on the fire escape. And
Pretty sharp.
so what's entertaining is, depending on the style of fire escape, it's possible that the blast would have been contained in there,
Mhm.
right? And so that could explain all that fucking damage.
No, I just threw it right in his lap. Ah! He was
Right.
prone right on his back. Landed right on his back as it went
Yeah, I
off.
guess if a stun grenade went off like on top of your nuts, you'd definitely be out of the count.
Okay.
I mean, that's like one hell of a kick to the nads. So.
So the other one.
And once again, I assume regardless of the myriad races of Star Wars, a kick to the nads is gonna a kick to the nads.
Kick to the hands is kick to the hands.
just depending on where the nads are.
Right.
Yeah,
They
could
may
be
not
like on that
entirely be the
movie
same.
Aliens where it's like right here or whatever that was.
Oh, I was thinking of Star Trek 6, where they were in the where Kirk and Bones were thrown into that like prison.
Yeah.
And they got into a fight. He kicked at the kneecaps, and the guys go, oh.
Nads were in his kneecaps.
Yeah. And Kirk says, I didn't hit him that hard there. I think he'd still be noble. And then one of the prisoner says, well, not everyone has their genitals in the same place. And the one says, I'll go check him.
It's like the first Men in Black, the Balchinian.
Waltinian.
Yep. All right.
This is a much less scary weapon.
You see.
Dude's gonna like
You
jump
see
down off the
a-
fire escape and grab that rifle.
You see, or after you threw your grenade and kind of got or kind of stayed in the car, you hear a dunk dunk on the roof of the car, and you see the grenade roll down the front and then continue to roll off the car. It explodes after it's past the car, so it does some damage to the car, but nothing to.
I was like, you can play that fucking game. You want to play catch? Just play catch.
So you at this point you have a strong suspicion the car will not start,
Okay.
regardless of your rules.
Yeah, smoke bad.
I got one down. Now I feel more comfortable. I can handle one.
Yeah, you just jump the fuck out of the car. Go ham.
Okay, my turn again, I
Yep.
guess. Okay, well then I'm going to
I mean,
what's my what's the range if I were to like get out of the car and try to like stay behind the car as protection and then try to hit
That'd
the
be
other
medium.
guy? Medium?
Yeah.
Okay. would it be better to do the long gun blaster pistol or the stun grenade? Probably the blaster pistol.
Well, I mean, if you're at short range, then
no,
do whatever does the most damage. Oh, you're at medium now?
Yeah,
So you
medium.
can't do the grenade.
Oh, I can't. You can
Yeah,
only do
grenade's
one.
only short unless
Unless
you
you-
move forward.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do the
Or you
blaster
have
pistol,
the feat that lets you
but
do
I
it at
have a
medium.
quick draw, so it doesn't cost me to pull it out. So,
Okay.
and then I guess the point blanks don't work. I can take a strain to aim, or
Yep.
okay, so that's
Or 2 strain.
2 strain.
Yep.
Crap. All right, I'm up to 5 strain now. -5. Okay. So what does the aim do?
I'll give you a boost dice.
Okay. And
Then
what's the
for your gun, I think your gun has accurate 1.
it has laser sight, 1 advantage.
Okay.
So that's another boost dice.
That adds an advantage after your roll.
Okay. And then custom grip, remove 1 black dice roll, add 1 boost die to
Okay.
hit.
Yep.
So
And
So-
he's still got the high ground.
Yeah.
So that's a black.
Yep.
So which he removes because of his grip.
okay. So what am I rolling?
2 purple.
2 purple. Okay. And only 1 boost dice. Is that right?
Yep.
All right.
From the aim.
Okay.
That's
Good.
decent.
What?
So you're adding an advantage because of the laser sight. So these will be canceled out. Right? So you pistol damage plus 5.
So that would be 12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stun or regular?
I'm going for regular on this one.
If you that medium, it has to be regular.
Oh, right.
For the
Ouch. You just killed a fellow officer. Or potentially killed a fellow officer.
It wouldn't be
fun.
the first time.
At least I can safely say I've never done that.
so he stands up and because his rifle ran out.
Yet.
So
I
he,
guess we're gonna see what happens
he
when that
stands
guy
up
gets to
and
the
tries
ambush.
to advance towards you as he leaps off the fire escape.
Leaps off the fire escape. Jeez.
It's not that high, right? Be like leaping off the roof of a house.
Okay, 2 successes. So he jumps down and moves. I can't do it. He draws his pistol and
Oh, now you guys are dueling in the streets.
yeah. But,
A
Yeah, he don't
space
care.
tumbleweed goes tumbling by.
he will shoot. He will shoot at you.
Okay.
So you're at medium, and you have the car, and you have 1 defense.
Yes, 1 defense from ranged.
Two. That takes that. That takes one of those. That takes that. So 2 successes and 1 advantage.
Okay.
So 6, 8 damage.
8 damage. Do I take off the?
No, take off the soak.
So you subtract your soak.
Okay, so so 8 out of 8 damage.
So yep, it'll be 5 wounds.
Okay, so 5.
Yep. See, you're not close enough for him to shoot you on stun.
Okay.
They had to take too many maneuvers. And you got your turn.
I guess I'll shoot him back.
Okay.
Let's see, 3, and I get a boost dice for the laser sight, right? Or no, that's
No,
advantage.
you're
Boost
at an
accurate
advantage,
Advantage. Okay.
Yep, the boost for it being accurate.
Oh yeah, and then
And you can aim.
yeah, boost it at accuracy for
You can
accuracy.
aim.
And if you want to use your maneuver to aim instead of moving.
Yes, I'll aim, so that'll be another boost dice.
Now, if you do maneuver, you could just make it short range.
Well, then you lose your cover for.
That's true.
Yeah, no, I'm
That's
gonna
fine.
stay in the cover of the car.
Okay.
So, and then what is it? 2 purples or
Yep, 2 purple.
okay?
I'll upgrade it.
So that turns 1 to a red.
Yep.
Learning slowly.
So, a lot of failures.
That's a
So you
whole-
missed with a triumph and 3, 4, 5 advantages. So
Okay, that's
gain
really
back a
odd.
shitload of strain. Oh, have you taken any strain?
Yeah, I
Gain
have
back
5
shitload of
strain.
So you could gain strain, or you could use your advantages for other things that you think of, as well as you have a triumph.
Okay, well, I will take back my strain with all the advantages. So
Okay.
All right.
I will not, and the triumph. Whew, okay. Car comes by and hits him. Or somebody's coming down the
He
road.
falls down an open manhole covered.
Yeah,
in
somebody's coming down the road, so he has to make a move, whether he moves or he gets hit.
Darn distracted drivers.
Well, actually, that might be good. As in you miss, but that's because you hit the wall right next to him, and the blast itself knocks him down.
Oh, well, that works too.
Yeah. Well,
This is
yeah,
a gunfight.
yeah. This is a good one. Yeah, so I don't know.
Sure.
I'm saying I'm gonna miss and I hit a car that somebody's driving, and that car makes the driver reckless.
Okay. And then for your advantages,
He gains strain.
Yeah, we gain my
all
strain.
back. Okay. Well, then he will have to use his action to dodge a car.
Oh, yeah. So what's the skill for dodging a car?
Let's assume dodge.
Coordination.
I'm hoping the car hits him.
Yeah, coordination makes sense.
She's pretty good at.
Well, yeah, you gave him a lot of agility so they could shoot us.
So he is able to dodge the car. He, as the car is coming, he sees it, kind of jumps up on it, or jumps up, not out of the way, but to get onto the hood of it, and kind of rides it down the street.
He's getting away.
As he drives away.
Remember when I tried to do that?
It did not work well for you.
Did not work well for me, but it worked well for him.
Let me. All right. So since we forgot to unpause it,
Have a do-over.
I forgot where we stopped, but basically the bad guy got away. He jumped on
You
the
tried,
hood of the car.
you
after
tried to
shooting up,
revive Elson and failed, and now you're climbing up
and
to
now
the
you're
guy
trying to check on.
that's still stunned.
Yep. You get up there, and he is wearing civilian clothes. You kind of rummage through his stuff, and you find a ID form, which is a Imperial ID for associated to the floor 173. And
Is he
his-
someone that we've worked with before? Of
He is not. His name is Jakku Forthberg, and he is a human.
course he is. Can we always assume that an Imperial guy is going to be a human?
Like 99.99999% of the time.
Jakku who?
Or a droid?
Forthberg, F-O-R or F-O-R-B-E-R-T, Forthberg.
Forward.
Yeah, because they'll only at this timeline, the only one that I know of is Thrawn. That is
Right.
not
Right.
and you're probably will never run into him.
Right.
Like after the fall of the Empire, then they start to get more.
If I remember
advanced.
correctly, there are planets that have non-humans living on them that are in the Empire. They just
yeah.
don't have standing in the
Mhm.
Empire, right?
Yep. Yep.
I mean, guess technically Kashyyyk is an Empire planet, but you all find the Wookiees joining in the Imperial Navy.
It's an Imperial resource planet. Come here,
Look at all
Wookiees.
those trees
Did I find anything else on him?
and slave labor.
As like value or anything?
He has a regular blaster for a sidearm, just damage 6.
Mhm.
He has a frag grenade and a stun grenade, and his rifle.
Okay, well, I'll take the frag grenade, stun grenade.
Okay.
Just loot his ass.
Yeah.
Put him in a dumpster. He deserves it. Cover him in the stinkiest, smelliest trash you can find.
I don't know. I mean, do we want to interrogate him? I think we'd want to interrogate him.
Well, I'm not awake, but I would say that you have evidence now.
Look,
At least there is an officer
The two
on
people
173
that are
shot at you.
best suited to interrogations are either unconscious or not here, right? You want to charm him? Feel free.
Well, I expect I'd wake him up,
When I awake, at the narrative
So
running right
it's a
now.
Well,
race. It's a
it
race to see
depends on
who
how long
wakes up
you-
first.
Well, how long do you want to stay here?
Right. Because presumably the other guy is trying to figure out where I went. Presumably.
You can also calm loosen, so there's that too.
Well, no, I was going to, that's what I was gonna do, calm him to let him know about what happened.
Okay.
Well, cool. But I mean, I don't know what I can do about it.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna be slightly better at medicine than you because I got one more in intellect than you.
Well, I mean, the other question is, do we want to call and take him to the thing, or do we, call a taxi and take him to a hospital, I guess.
You can also let Jeffries know that you were ambushed by an officer from floor 173 and
Yes,
his unconscious head lolls up and down a few times.
Why didn't you put that on those supplies?
I'm gonna break the guy's hand and then I'm gonna go.
seriously?
Yeah, so he can't shoot us anymore. I'm gonna break his hand and then
I like my garbage idea much better. Jeez,
Oh
man.
wow!
and then I'm gonna throw him in the garbage.
Okay. We
Cover him in smelly trash.
Yeah.
Pee on him.
in a view from the distance, we hear a loud crack. And see the body get kind of tossed off the fire escape into
Ow.
a nearby
Okay,
dumpster.
that's gonna hurt.
Ugh.
I mean, if you just throw an unconscious person off the fire escape, he's gonna take some hurting.
Mm.
His head's
Mm.
gonna hit the street.
Mm.
No, threw him into a garbage bin.
Well, if there's a conveniently placed garbage bin right below him, then sure. But because that works in the movies, so it works in Star Wars too.
Yeah.
Okay. He is in the trash can.
And then I'm gonna get Elson and call a cab.
Okay.
Take an Uber. Where are you gonna go?
Hospital
Okay.
or back room hospital. I know.
I was gonna say, so if you go to a hospital, they're gonna, I mean, assuming it works like real life, they're gonna be like, this guy's shot.
If it's done, they view him as basically being unconscious versus being a shot.
You can't tell someone's been shot with a stun rifle.
They never dignify. They never really show it
Uh.
in any of the shows that I've seen.
That's fair.
They just fall unconscious.
Oh, so he's just stunned. I thought
He's
he was
just stunned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If he's just stunned, then I'll just get an Uber and.
Okay.
Or wait, no, I'll just pull him in the alley and just wait till he wakes up.
Okay.
Well, I mean, so it's gonna be a race to see who wakes up first, because I don't know how it works. Is it like however much negative strain you have?
It is GM discretion.
Oh.
I was trying to recently there was a video on one of the channels that I watch. It was like, here's what we know about stun blasts. Not much.
Okay, so I'm confused. Okay, so if this is the case, then I'm gonna drag the guy downstairs, drag both of them into the alley, tie up the one guy and wait
But
for him to wake up.
you're gonna throw him in the garbage still, and then take him out of the garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, just to soften him up a
To
little
base
bit.
him a little bit, yeah.
So probably after about 20 minutes or so, Elson starts to come to.
Okay.
The other guy is still unconscious.
Okay, and my strain will be at
Roll
One.
we'll say a 3.
3. Okay.
Whatever your willpower is, maybe.
Sure, that sounds good.
Okay.
Can I use a stim pack for my wounds?
You can
Okay.
if you have one.
Yeah.
It gives 5 back.
It gives 5 back? Okay, perfect.
What's that smell?
Oh, it's him.
Okay.
Somehow the thought popped in his head to throw him in the garbage.
Okay. That's
I had to get him down somehow. I wasn't gonna crawl his butt down off of this
That's
thing.
right.
you
That's right.
dumped him in the garbage?
It was the
What
quickest way to
socks?
get him off the thing.
Okay.
I broke his hand too, but I
No,
don't
you
know.
didn't have to rub the
I was just
smelly
mad about
bits
it.
on him.
What? Why?
Because I was mad at him. He shot me.
Fair enough.
I mean, the dude,
Fair enough.
dude was unconscious, so it's like, he's just gonna assume that his hand was broken as part of the fight or something. It doesn't.
Granted, I would have just blasted him, so I guess he got off easy.
Oh, and I got his blaster, so whatever that thing is.
Yeah. You guys can fight over that sweet 9 damage blaster. You guys both might have better weapons than that. I don't
Oh,
know.
the rifle, you mean?
I don't.
Well, I don't have a
Yeah,
rifle is
I'll-
long range, or is that what is?
Oh
that?
no, I have a much
Was
better
it like a
blaster.
sniper style?
It's
It's a regular
it-
heavy
it-
bat
yeah,
blaster.
it's a 9 damage rifle. Nothing
Nothing
super
special.
fancy.
It's just heavy blasters do a lot
9
of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Elson, you all right?
Well, that was upsetting to say the least.
Thanks for taking all the hits. You did a good job.
Yeah, I mean,
There was at
technically you
least
did
that.
what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, at least I mean you're fine, right?
Yeah, no,
it's
no, yeah, I'm fine. Nothing
Okay.
this impact couldn't fix.
Okay.
You didn't even have to use your
I am
Your skills.
so done for the day. So who is this guy? He
He's
broke
a-
his hand.
He's a Imperial. He has Imperial ID. His name is Jack.
his name is Jerkoff, I think.
Yeah.
Jack before.
Jack
Wait,
O'Rourke.
off. You say he's an officer?
Imperial ID. I don't know. Is he an officer or no? No, he's not an officer.
It could
Just a
even be
patrolman.
a fake name, right? I mean,
Well, okay. How about this? Is he part of the Imperial forces? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
What? He's an Imperial soldier? That
like a stormtrooper type. Like a,
okay.
Yeah,
Like
army,
a-
like a Imperial Army.
Yeah, soldier. It's like
Yeah.
he's a soldier. Okay, we gotta call Jeffries on this. There's obviously people on this floor, probably Gleason too. This is evidence. This is the evidence they
And
want.
the other guy came from Hawaii, apparently,
Yeah, the other guy got away, so unfortunately.
or Australia.
All right.
Let's say Australia,
Well,
because he's scum.
well, why don't we send this? I mean, this is our evidence here. Let's see if we can get back to the 99 with this.
You need to cart that dude up 74 floors or 76 floors, I guess.
No, that's what machines are for.
Yeah. And leave me behind. That's fine. That's cool.
Oh no, I'll call.
No, it's cool. I like that. I'll be a lone wolf for a bit.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, I'll call you in and go, hey, Lucian, we got messed up. Some Imperials, some of our soldiers attacked us.
Oh man, those guys probably could have been my friends in different circumstances. Well, okay, I'll hang tight.
All right, yeah. Well, we at least have one of them captured. We're gonna take him up with us. I mean, I don't know what else to do with him, man.
Well, we could kill him.
No,
Oh, okay.
No,
That was just an
that's
idea.
treason.
I was just,
No.
just throwing it out there. you
No.
know, I mean,
It's only treason if you get caught.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No.
Or we could just leave him.
Dubious moral character.
Look,
All of
he's
us.
evidence for
Not
treason
well, maybe not so much
here.
him, but-
Okay.
But we definitely have dubious moral character, and that's fine. I mean,
She gets all into the living room and they call for attention.
Yeah, I'm going.
where is everyone?
One
No,
thing, it was
no.
one thing if he got killed during the firefight. That's one thing, but we know stuff now. We need to go, recover him. Oh, well, wait, Jim's not here.
So where are we going to take him up to our captain?
Can't think of any other better place.
Okay, well, I still want to check out the factory though.
And presumably we
Yeah.
have like binders or something
Yeah.
as imperial officers.
Yeah.
Some standard patrol gear. or
I
whatever.
guess we could, but the thing is that Elson is not feeling well. He's
That's true. You just get the crap kicked out. of you.
yeah. So that's what's saying. Okay, well, tomorrow is another day. Let's take what we got.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys take Jack Crew up to the floor 99.
Well, I guess I could go check it out, but no, that'd be too boring. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you go. If you wanted to sort of sell, I'll go with that. And it,
Well, you guys
Elson
can
will
you can
haul
just
him.
take them up to. You don't want to leave, even if you put him in binders or whatever, even with his broken hand, you don't want to leave a guy that only has 2 strain.
Yeah.
you know, one headbutt to the face will put you back out. So
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Yeah, well, you only have 2 strain left?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, we should probably go.
Yes.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
realize-
I was trying to role play it saying he's had a really bad day. I'm only at 2 strain.
Yeah.
Okay, I
A
thought- I didn't
stiff
know-
wind can
I-
hurt me.
Yeah, I thought you got recovered more
His
than that.
everything hurts.
It's everything hurts.
I'm very stiff.
If I think too hard, I might pass out. Oh, I took more straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're done for the day until you recover that.
Yeah. That's why.
Is Lucian joining everybody in?
Nah, I'm gonna stick to the plan.
Well,
Presumably somebody came
Okay.
after me too, right? I'll wait for the, you know, however much time I assume it would take for
Mhm.
for them to get to my position.
Okay. You wait, and nobody seems to arrive.
Man, my brilliant performance went to waste. So much bullshit. So much bullshit. Now I'm sad. That despair was aptly named. Now I'm sad. Well, okay. I guess I'll take my ball and go home.
You go check things out by yourself if you want.
No, you know what? This is that. You know what? While the cat's away, the mice is gonna play. I'm gonna go look for some sweet Ford 175 drugs.
Okay.
That sounds more like you.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm gonna get myself out of this funk. I'm gonna go find me some uppers. Fucking despair.
I feel like anytime a despair comes on, you should roll to see to take drugs.
Yeah.
And I do more drugs. And I do more drugs.
Well, you know, the funny thing is that so my drug of choice, I deliberately chose my drug of choice because A, it was cheap, and so I could afford it on a starting character's credits, and it just so happens that it improves skills that I care about. At the expense of making it so I can't get strained back for the rest of the encounter or the session, actually.
Session?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I can't get strained back from ending an
roll.
encounter. Yeah,
Right.
ending an encounter. Yeah.
Go ahead and do a streetwise check.
All right. Streetwise.
It'll be 1 red and 2 purple.
Damn. Why is it so hard to find drugs on this fucking floor?
Well, it's more poison than drugs.
He's human. He has nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I'd take all the Wairu I want. Whatever, fuck them.
You got some, don't you?
I do. Nope. It looks like a wash. Oh well.
Okay.
That's some crap.
You as you go around, you see people from the Venom Forge Spiders kind of guard around watching the place. And
Watching the.
kind of like just watching the streets, because they're
Okay.
part of the thing is
Yeah, it's
like
their
most
floor.
other
It's their floor.
Yep, they're also a protection racket. So they're kind of, you see them watching the streets.
So they're not
kinda-
hostile to me, but they're also not interested in helping me, is what you're saying.
Yep. And they're kind of also helping keep the streets clean.
Right.
So that's why you weren't able to find anybody. Okay, anything else you want to do?
Nope.
All right.
Some shit. No.
You head back up and join the crew. Call it a day.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep my eye out just in case I'm being tailed. I'm not gonna be the spy that gets spied on. Fuck that shit.
Okay. You guys all head back up and call it a day. Start your next day up on floor 99. And what would you like to do?
Well, there is that one, that Mr. Forward.
Fourth bird. What a kind of fucking shit name is that?
That's what I was thinking.
Right.
It's like,
Obviously an alias. Obviously an alias.
it's like Dilbert, but fourth bird.
It's like when I called myself Jake Peralta. What kind of stupid name is that?
One from the show.
That's not a proper name. Jake. It's not a name.
Not a Star Wars name. Unless you put like 3 extra A's and some extra
Right.
E's. And
It's
4 Ks.
GEAUQUE.
Yep.
Jake.
Oh, but yeah, obviously anything from Jeffries, because we have this soldier here, Jocko Forbert, who deliberately attacked us. So I mean, either we interrogate
With
him
another soldier
with another soldier, yeah,
who got away.
yeah. So we don't have much time.
He surfed away in a car, so you gotta at least give him some credit.
Yeah, so props for that. Props for being quick.
So I think there's either interrogating
I don't care who you are, that's
Jocko
fucking
or we immediately go down to
dude's gonna wake up and be like, why
Holland.
do I fucking
Yeah,
smell like
Holland.
garbage?
yeah. So either that or it goes directly to
Which
Holland.
makes me laugh, by the way. That improves my mood immediately.
I
When I
think we
get
should- I
back to
think
you
we should
guys and I
interrogate the
see that
guy.
he's covered in garbage, I'm like, yeah.
I think we should try and interrogate
Suck
the guy.
it.
All right. I'm good with that. Let's see if we can get some information. So we get a written testimony, written statement from him that he had orders to shoot us. That's
And from
kind of
who?
You know what? I feel like I gotta be able to figure out a way. I'm gonna figure out what class has science, and I'm gonna pick up that tree. Cause I want to be able to make like truth serums and shit.
There's a scientist.
Cool. I'm gonna become a scientist.
Outlaw.
A scientist.
Outlaw tech. As
Cool.
inventor.
Well, my second choice was a saboteur.
I'm gonna become a scientist.
Or a
And on the Monday game that's starting, I sent out, I'm like, hey, what kind of adventure ideas you think you want to do? And one person responded of they wanted, at first they said they wanted to do, for them to be people who go around and collect rare artifacts to sell to the highest bidder.
As in a Force of
as-
Destiny game? Interesting.
No, it's an undefined game.
Oh, okay. I
at
thought
fir- at first it was
you
gonna
were
be
telling
Age
me
of-
that you were gonna do.
Yeah, it was going to do Age of Rebellion
yeah.
to start, but then to finish what people wanted to do.
Right.
They wanted Jasmine, who played the other game, she's like, archaeologist is one of the ones.
Yeah.
and
So they want to be
engineering
Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Tomb Raider.
Space Indiana Jones.
so they're gonna get a ship, or so they'll have a ship and kind of be hired to go find rare artifacts and.
So it's gonna be Star Wars dungeon
Which would be
crawling.
really entertaining
Maybe.
because eventually,
Yeah,
like
that
they
sounds
would
fun.
be hired to like go steal like a Sith holocron or something, and then have to fight a Sith, which would be
Yep.
entertaining.
Yep.
Like you
When
couldn't
are you
set it.
having
You
this
couldn't
take
set it
place?
in the.
It'll be in my Monday
You
game.
couldn't set it in
No, I
the
mean, like,
original
what
movie
era of
setting
Star
though,
Wars?
because the only Siths they could potentially run into, you
Yeah.
wouldn't want them to run into.
It'll probably be normally I do them like the Star Wars Rebels, so like right before episode 4.
Yeah.
The most
Well,
common.
which means that the only Sith they could potentially
Mhm.
run into, they wouldn't want to run into.
There's still Sith, so
They're still
he's
dark
only
side
lies-
users.
Yeah, there's still dark side users.
Just not actual
Yep.
Sith lords.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
right.
like
Because you
in
wouldn't
the-
want, you don't want to run into Vader or the Emperor. That's bad.
Yep.
Vader's ridiculous, and the Emperor's worse.
like in
With
one of
his
the
six
in one of
fucking
the
Force dice.
Force books, they had Sith alchemy for making evil stuff. So it could also be like the Night Sisters or
Right.
Mhm.
whoever else. So like some of those items might appear in their game, and like some I was listening to
There was
Order
actually
66
wasn't there a
podcast.
museum heist printed book? You could start with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm playing it on Thursdays, but not very well. So I've missed like 3 sessions and I get distracted. 'cause
Oh,
it's so
you're a
long.
player in that one?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
That'll actually make it really easy for you to run it if you decide to do it, because you'll already be familiar with some of the stuff.
Yeah, but so far I'm not too fond of it. But
I remember that one. I remember reading it a little bit when I realized that you were never going to run a pre-generated game.
Yeah.
I read a little bit of it, and I thought it was actually really entertaining.
suppose it's kind of like one of the episodes of Firefly where you steal the artifact and throw it in the trash compactor to get it out,
Yeah,
and then you have to intercept the trash. And
right.
from what I remember being described, but
I remember it being really entertaining. Like I was like, yeah, that's cool.
so you guys are there. You head towards to interrogate Jakku. As you do, Jeffrey steps in the way and says, you guys aren't allowed to talk to him. Commander Gleason has sent orders up that he's to be left alone until he can be questioned about the incident by Commander Gleason himself.
Like hell he is. They shot at us. Shot at us. That's
leave my
treason
own
right
blood.
there. Gleason might be part of it. He's part of his command.
From one of the people who talked to him last night before we got the call, their story is the opposite of yours. That you were down investigating whatever rogue mission you guys are on and attacked them for some reason. So this will turn into a ISB issue to try to get to the bottom of it. And
That doesn't seem great.
No.
Boy, am I glad I wasn't there.
so
Screw you
just killed
guys.
the guy.
I'm actually going to I'm definitely going to stress the fact that I was not there.
So
Should've killed him.
this will be looked into with a conflict between the two floors to find out what truly happened. And until then, we have to follow the rules and leave him be.
I don't want to get involved with ISB. Fuck those guys. It's gonna be
So-
scary.
Are we even allowed to look into Holland?
As long as you don't get into any other fights with Imperials, you can continue your investigation. There may be extra information for us to give to ISB when they do come, but
Can I talk
Please.
to him? Can I please push it around to him?
No. Okay. Well, all right. We're in a jam now. I mean, Holland probably has Imperial presence there.
Who's calling?
Well, at this point,
Holland
the
Technologies.
Pollock
Okay.
Technologies.
So if we come in there and there's any sniff of trouble, we're going to be. They're going to throw us under the bus.
Yes.
Well, I thought we were already under the bus. That's why we're here.
Further under the bus, a bigger bus.
Yeah.
Unless we can,
Going
unless
faster.
Lower level.
unless somehow we are able to obtain evidence there. But even then, they can just dismiss it because we got it improperly. Oh,
Should have killed that guy. It would have been easier.
It's fine.
I'm
Then a different investigation would have opened up.
not disagreeing per se. No.
Can I try to charm the commander into letting me talk to the guy?
Sure.
Okay.
It's 5 red dice.
5 red dice. Okay.
God, I
Let's do
hope
it.
you roll 5 to spare.
All right. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do this.
Can I get
Just
any
for the
boost dice
lol.
from being handsome and good looking? Okay, here we go, baby.
Well, at least there's no despairs.
Yeah.
Shit, that's actually not a horrible roll, all things considered.
3, only
I
3.
mean, you failed, but it's not
Yeah.
a horrible roll, all things considered. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, well, there is like a considerable amount of threat.
string.
Yeah, well, yeah. So you've got 2 of these, which will cancel out these. And then your 3 failures.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've
3
got
string.
you've got 3 strain.
Yeah. So
That's not so bad.
take
Yeah.
3 strain for your.
I tried really hard. I tried really hard, guys.
He's gonna ask you a question back. He'll be like, what did the 5 finger say to the face? Slap.
Apparently, you do not understand when the ISB is brought up. That is when stuff gets left alone until they arrive.
All right, well, I guess we won't. I guess I'm gonna go get drunk.
I mean, that's always a great plan.
Yeah, I don't. The only other thing we could, but it's a Hail Mary is to figure out if there's anything with the Venom Force or what.
Well, we can go.
For spiders.
Venom Force Fighters.
So I
Venom
mean,
Force
but we
Spiders,
can't go
but-
to Holland Tech because we'll just get into bigger problems.
The thing is that if there is Imperials there, like we suspect, how much good is that going to be?
I guess we would know that there's Imperials then for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, they could be in disguise,
yeah.
undercover, as they say.
And then they'll bring up some other kind of BS explanation for that. We may just have to sit tight on this one. We might.
What if we talk to the Venom Forge Spider guys?
The only thing we can think of is that there at least might be a yet another testimonial from.
Well, I mean, they
Yeah.
would let us know what they could probably tell us if they're in league with what's going on with Halantech. If maybe
Yeah.
they're working a deal with them, maybe they're not working a deal, maybe they're unhappy with them.
Yeah, and if they mention the name Jontana again, I mean, there's at least a lot of. Well, the thing is, it's just a single name, so you can always say.
I don't
it's
even think
not.
that person exists anymore. I think she's dead.
Yeah.
They're just using her as cover.
Makes it hard to find people.
Huh?
It makes it hard to find people.
Yeah, they don't exist.
They don't exist.
That's my guess, is she doesn't exist. It's just
Yeah.
a name they throw out there.
I mean, could be.
Could be.
Yeah.
All right, can we try to
It could be,
contact the
it
Venom
could be
Forge
she
Spider?
was like killed in action and Gleason felt so bad that he had a droid programmed with her personality.
On the what was it?
Fucking freak like that.
Yeah, you can try to get in touch with the Venom
John
Forge
Connor
Spiders.
sounds a lot like Cortana, just saying.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
Play the old Republic game.
Yeah, that's
What game is
Halo.
that? Oh, Halo. Okay. Okay.
That would be Skullduggery.
So you guys can head down to floor 175. It's easy to find members of the spider.
Okay.
So just how are you approaching them? Are you approaching the first people you find, or what's the plan, Stan?
Yeah.
Oh, whoopsie.
I'm good. That's good too.
Take that, lamp.
I don't know. Doing an investigation into the Halotech factory. Want to know if they're causing you guys any problems, I guess. Maybe we could solve that problem for you. I'm gonna take an approach that Helen Technologies is a problem for them.
So are you just approaching ones that you find on the street, or
Well, no, I mean, I'd try to get higher up than just the ones on the street. So
okay? Then go ahead and do a streetwise check.
Okay.
You can do streetwise or knowledge of underworld, but I'm pretty sure streetwise is better for you guys.
Streetwise is okay.
And it will be 2 red and 1 purple.
Okay. Is this guy helping me? Can I get anything from him? Are you?
I mean, I'm still not 100% bought into this plan.
Yeah. I said it was a Hail Mary, so you know what? I'll feel bad if you go there alone. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Ellison
mean-
will go
I
there.
mean, but
Well, I just don't know what else to do, so I figured it's something.
I feel like there's a distinct possibility that the Venom Forge Spiders are not big fans of what's going on in the Hallett Technologies building, but at the same time, like
Well, that's what
we
I'm
got to be
betting on.
we got to be very careful.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm betting on. Is they're not happy. That's what I'm going to approach it as. They're not happy that they're there, and then maybe they have information that we don't have on what's going on. Is what I'm hoping.
Yeah. How good is that information going to be, though? Oh.
Well, I don't know. It depends. And then I'm thinking maybe they could do some of the dirty work for us if they're unhappy. But we'll also find out if we talk to them that they're happy that they're there. Then
The thing is how this feels with ISB breathing down all of our necks.
I don't know. I
Sorry.
guess I'm under the impression you guys care about your jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Elson's gonna go ahead and bow out here too.
All right. Well, I'm going to try it.
Okay.
see.
So you're gonna succeed, right? This is one of them?
Yeah.
All right, so. This cancels this out completely.
Okay.
These two are canceled out by this. So you've got like,
One success.
Okay. So you go down and kind of ask around,
Mhm.
and you're able to find kind of the next level up, kind of one of the lieutenants of the gang.
Mhm.
It's a Torgruda, with
That's fun.
the purple coloration. Her name is Das Montari.
Okay.
As you're able to arrange a meeting in random bar there. She sits and it's like, so from the rest of the people in my gang, you've been asking about us. What
Well, I'm trying
are
to
you looking for?
I'm trying to get information on Hallam Tech Factory because it's causing us problems, and we believe that they're producing drugs that kill non-humans. And I'm trying to figure out basically if they're horning in on your problem, if they're a problem for you guys or not, since they're on your floor. And being an Imperial, I feel like we have something that could help you with that problem if they are a problem for you.
Go ahead and give me a charm check.
Okay.
It will still be 2 red and a purple.
Okay.
Make sure that you have red. Is it yellow? Okay. Okay. I thought you grabbed like a third red. I'm like, okay.
No. Ooh, okay.
We do have story points because
Okay.
there's a reason why the
right.
session got to this point.
I'm sharing my resources.
Okay, so
Hey,
what does that
I
add?
don't want
Take a green out and put a yellow in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was watching a podcast of a new one that went by. It's only had one so far. Like the Destiny pool was all dark side at the beginning, and at the end of their hour-and-a-half session, it was still all dark side. It's like, dude, you have to spend those. Okay, go ahead and roll.
Doesn't look good.
Yeah, so that's a success and these are failures. So that's gonna get rid of that and leave a failure. These are threat. Ones are threats and these ones are advantages. So obviously 3 and 3 are gonna cancel. So I'll leave you with a failure with 2 advantages.
Yeah, failure with 2 advantages.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot. What was your question? So you're saying you want to find out
Basically asking if
about Hamlin?
yeah, if the Hall of Technologies is if they're concerned with it or if it is their concern.
Yeah, basically if they're for or against it.
Mhm.
Is kind of like the general gist of what I was trying to get to.
Okay.
And if they're against it, can I help them?
Well, Hamlin Technologies is definitely distributing stuff that is not favorable to the entire populace, but they're not distributing it on our level.
Well, I just didn't know what's with people that deal in certain poisons, if they would like that kind of thing going on or not.
If they're not affecting the people that we are protecting and they are not digging into our business, then we can remain neutral.
Okay. Well, that helps me, at least in the sense that you're not helping them, they're not helping you. So that's useful in some ways. I can't think of anything else unless you guys can think of something. I'm trying to think. Do you know anybody that does have problems with them? Can I go that route?
Sure. We'll go and do another turn check.
Okay,
Oh, same roll.
yeah.
2 purple or 2 red and purple.
See, 3 successes, that's 4 successes. Advantage, and then that's a fail, right?
That's a fail.
That's a fail. Okay, so that
Take that one out.
that cancels out. That's an advantage, right?
It's an advantage.
Yep,
So
so
the
that
middle-
that one becomes that. And so then I got 2 advantages and 3 successes.
You got it.
Okay. Well, currently the only people that they are harming are on floors 174 through 170. And of course, not all of them. But like I said, as long as they aren't causing issues on our floor,
Mhm.
we do not have concerns of them. But with them being ran by what looks like an imperial figure, we give them extra leeway.
And is there anyone that has a particularly strong beef with them? Like, and the floor is 174 to 170?
None that have made it public yet.
Okay. None of the particular gangs or anything like that have said that,
None have come down here. They also know that if the other gangs come down here, then that would cause issues with us,
Okay,
as well as our supply, or as well as potentially with our customers.
okay.
So none of them have viewed it as a big enough concern to make it an issue yet.
Okay, and then I offer her money for her time
Okay.
and ask to be able to contact her again if necessary.
Okay. How much do you give her?
I don't know, how much do I have laying on me? He's normally the money man. I think I have 700 normally, so I'd say like, what would be a standard amount, I guess, 200?
Yeah.
Okay, 200 credits.
You give her the 200 credits, and as she takes it, she says, well, any information or credits is often a great exchange for information, so I'll give you 1 extra. The lady with the, if you do go to Hamlin Technologies, the lady with the purple hair is the one in charge.
All right, thank you. That is worth the information. Yeah, if you have any more information for me comes up, let me know and I will reward you appropriately for the information.
Okay. She goes back to her drink and lets you leave.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do when you're on the floor?
Check in with the kid that I had.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to see if he has any information.
You give him a call and it's like, I have my appointment. I forgot what, I think it's 2 days. I have my appointment with Nolan West in 2 days to resupply. But that's my only action since you guys confiscated my stuff.
Okay, well, just let him know that if he has any information on Hallen Tech factory, that I would be willing to pay him for that.
I can go down to the floor and look around. That's not the floor I normally work on, but I can go investigate.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. Just keep me informed.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to do before you head back?
Get drunk.
Okay. You head to a bar and start drinking. While this is going on for Elson and Lucen.
I'm still very frustrated about the events of the entire damn day. So I
set up a trap and they went for the main target instead of me.
Right.
God, jerks.
and I failed to find new and exciting drugs.
Yep.
So I guess my consolation prize is going to be old and familiar drugs.
Okay. Elson.
I think
It might even, maybe, I feel like it might actually be time to figure out. So I'm going to go to my own private quarters,
Okay.
just in case nakedness affects me.
Ensues.
And I'm gonna give this wiry rule a try.
Okay. You take it, and it is hallucinogenic. You don't have the urge to take your clothes off.
Cool.
You're in your room having wild visions and dreams.
Which is cool.
Which, if you're in a bad mood before, then I don't know how pleasant it is. But so,
I mean, for me, I have pleasant associations with taking drugs. Though.
Yeah.
So
Elson.
I think he's just gonna be sitting there. I think
recovering.
Pretty much
trying not to move too terribly much.
Yeah, as in he's just laying.
Okay.
You might be worried, but eventually those worries are just gonna wash away because he's just so, he has had so many volts run through him. He just wants to go to sleep.
Okay. So we'll jump back to Wyatt.
Okay.
As you're there drinking.
Okay.
Did you go to a bar that we're already familiar with, or did you go to a random bar?
I'm assuming just a random bar, unless you wanted to go to.
Now I was gonna say
Any of the innumerable bars that we visited over the time.
maybe the one where Doug Duty sang.
There you go. That was the Starlight Lounge?
Starlight Lounge.
Starlight, yeah.
Well, I forgot what floor it was on.
It doesn't really matter though.
Okay. All right, you go there and you start drinking.
Floor 100, by the way.
Floor 100.
Yep.
I knew it was close to 99, but I didn't think it was 99. You go there and you start drinking. As you are drinking, go ahead and give me a. Do you have any knowledge skills?
Knowledge. What do you mean, like core? I have core worlds, education, lore, and underworld.
Holy crap! Your thing actually gives you ranks in all of those?
No. So they're listed there, but.
Well, no, I mean they have X's for them. So
Oh, they're class skills.
Yeah,
You
they're
haven't
class
bought-
skills, but
you didn't
you
buy
haven't
any though, did you?
no, I didn't buy any.
Yep. Okay. Then go and just make an intelligence check.
Okay.
It'll be easy, but with a setback now that you're drinking.
Okay. One purple, two purples.
One purple.
Okay, so one purple, one black, two greens. Okay.
Wow. No.
It's a success, I think.
Really?
I can't see what that.
Well, this is two that cancels out.
Yeah.
and then-
Oh,
It
okay.
was
I thought
easy,
that-
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
So I
thought
have
it
one
was
success and one disadvantage. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks like an advantage from here. So
Yeah, I can see what the fire dice was, but as you're sitting there drinking, you kind of start questioning the information you were given from Montari. And
Which one's Montari?
Das Montari, the lieutenant you
Montari,
just
the
talked to.
lieutenant
Okay.
that you were just talking to.
Okay.
And one of the things that stood out
The purple hair thing.
was the purple
Yeah,
hair
that
thing.
jumped out to me too. If I had been there, I'd have been like, objection! Phoenix Wright style.
Imperials are not allowed to
Have
have
purple hair.
altered
Yeah.
hair.
But she may not be
Or-
Imperial anymore.
Let's see. I didn't think about that. The purple hair with the.
Yep.
Okay.
And the leader of the Venom Forest Spiders is known as Purple Krinka, by the way.
oh right.
So if I had been there, so once you come to your senses and I come to my senses and we meet up and you share information, I'm gonna be like ding ding. I don't, because I've been talking that this whole time. Remember, I've been like, there's two possibilities, three possibilities, but two likely ones.
Well, see, you're a step ahead of me because I don't understand any of this.
as a spy who's used to infiltrating and understanding
right.
schemes.
Yeah,
he-
yeah.
He very well maybe. So, you have that revelation, or that comes to your mind amongst your drinking, like, here
Okay.
it is.
Finkel is Einhorn.
Oh, that's great.
As you finish up your drinking and head back, you all meet up, we'll say around dinner time, after all of your effects wore off and your strain is back. And
Have you thought about any actual like mechanical effects of these things, or is it just all going to be narrative?
no, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, but I'll send me an email to try to remember.
Okay, so I'll guess I'll hook up with you guys and I'll say this is what I found out.
So you're telling me that this Togruta said that they don't care that someone's manufacturing drugs on their floor because they're not selling it on their floor. That kind of sounds like a little bit of bullshit to me.
Well, I thought it was crap when she said
Because
that.
I mean, my background is dealing with drug dealers, right? That's actually my background. So I'm like, that sounds kind of bullshit. And then on top of that, you're saying that the chick in charge of the factory has purple hair. Come on, man. That's Purple
Wait,
Kringa.
Who's Purple Krinka?
Wait, the leader of the Venom Forge?
Yes.
Oh,
You got played, son.
man. Oh, okay. Yeah, Venom Forge is definitely involved. Okay.
Which is weird because this, I mean, people will do crazy shit for money, right? But this is like some Uncle Tom shit. This Togruta is willingly helping make drugs that kill non-humans.
But wait a minute.
So the basically the Venom Forge Spiders is running the drug ring to kill non-humans,
And the Imperials are helping.
and the Imperials are helping.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I don't see a problem with this.
Well,
All right, I'm good.
this is the weird part, right? So we discovered that Wairiru, fucking stupid name by the way, is a derivative of Yidam. But they deliberately added the alien killing property. Why? Why would
Well,
whatever.
because the Imperials don't like you.
Imperial, sure, that explains why Gleason's in on it. He's a racist bastard, but that doesn't really explain the gang's involvement, does it? I mean,
Well-
unless they're just all in it for the money, or they're,
Well, possibly. I
being
mean, we
subjugated.
did.
Maybe this Togruta like let that slip as a way to put the pieces of the puzzle together.
But then, yeah, I mean, we know Gleason in the past is not above a little bit of corruption in order to get
Fucking goth Twi'leks, man. Can't ever trust him.
The whole tour with the Admiral, how much money he spent to make sure that happened well.
Yeah, that was actually, yeah. Well, I mean, whatever. So I feel like we have our answer of which of the three scenarios I posited at the beginning of the day is the
Yeah.
likely one.
So the Imperials are working with the Venom Forge Spiders in order to produce the drugs.
Yes.
Most likely. I mean, why would Imperial soldiers jump us?
So here's the thing: we know that the Venom Forge spiders make poisons, right? So obviously they already didn't have too much of a care about killing people.
Right.
Well, I mean,
And it doesn't. It sounded like it didn't automatically kill aliens. It just could.
was
kill
the
aliens,
is the purple
right?
haired lady
Yeah.
the Gleason's former person?
Well, so
Who knows?
she told you this what was it?
Montari?
Montari. Montari told you that the person in charge of the factory had purple hair. Now, she didn't specifically say that was Jantara, but if we've already learned that Jantara is supposedly in charge of the factory,
And we already have the connection that Howland
from Malin West, right? We learned that from Mullen West. And this Togruta is telling you that the person in charge is purple hair.
And every single person says, well, you should be knowing about this.
Right.
Which means the Imperials have there's no doubt that the people on this floor are involved.
But I'm guessing that the Gleason's former lieutenant or whatever she was, she's the leader of the group. with
Right.
The purple,
And
so she has
it's-
the purple hair.
And she's also the leader of the Venom Force Fighters.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least she is a woman, and so.
And there's not that many of those in Star Wars, so.
As in, I mean, it seems like everything points to a Jotana, so
Yeah.
So it's not too
Well,
far.
so what is our objective here? Because if we work for Imperials, the Imperials are doing this. Like, what becomes our objective then?
Well, ISB is coming here. I think we just want to make sure that we save our own hides. I mean, we were tasked to investigate it. We lay out our investigation, show that we have nothing to do with this, regardless of one way or the other, and let ISB sort out the rest. We can just go back to
That just sounds
99.
boring.
It's not what heroes do.
Yeah, hero.
Well, it's not what protagonists do.
Right.
Right. Yes, I don't know how to move the story forward besides. Because if we go into Holland Technologies, guns blazing, I mean, that will be fun.
I mean, we've done it once before.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I think that would be fun. That's what I'm thinking.
It's like round 2.
The thing is that has consequences.
Yeah, but so we could like start rolling up Venom Force Fighters. Be like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We go to Jeffries and be like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. And then we'll lay it out to them. Like, okay, so we've got a strong suspicion at this point from putting all the pieces together that this Juntara that we've been investigating is one and the same with the leader of the Venom Force Fighters, Purple Krinka. So maybe we stop investigating Holland Technologies, but we get a new mission to start rolling up. We already are known as gangbusters, right? So we have a new mission to roll up the gang plaguing 175.
Okay.
I mean, that's the way we can pose it to Jeffries.
Yeah, at the very least, we throw this all down to Jeff.
And if that leads to Howland Technologies, then
Right. If it
Yeah.
happens to, then
Yeah.
whoop, who knew?
Yeah.
see, I would just go in guns blazing and say screw.
Okay, so it's fine.
So
Yeah.
off the record, we tell Jeffries our
All this.
suspicions, and then
Okay.
on the record, we suggest that we go ahead and put this investigation on the back burner because we're getting ISB involved. But perhaps you have another mission more geared towards our proclivities, which has been breaking up organized crime.
Yeah. We can always, break a couple of heads on 175.
So what are we just gonna?
Because
throw in jail a bunch
175
of-
is not Gleason's territory, right?
This last Florida Gleason's territory.
Oh, is it? Okay. He's 171.
170, 170 to 175.
Okay, so he controls those 6 floors.
Mm.
For some
Or we
reason, I was
can-
thinking that everybody controlled 5.
Or we could tell the
I think that's
other.
how originally.
How
did it,
about
but I
we
wrote
tell?
three
How about we go
floors.
to the other gangs on the other floor that are being negatively affected, and let them know where it's coming from,
Well,
and
the
let
problem
them
is that
bust
I
that
don't-
town up.
Aside
Bust it
from
up.
the Grand Army, I don't know if any of them are predominantly alien, are they?
There'll all be a percentage alien, not full.
But almost all the leaders are alien.
Mhm.
Almost all.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. We go get them because it's in their best interest to get rid of it.
170 was human, 171 was human, 172 was a.
Well, yeah,
gang.
we didn't. Well, you should be careful because you didn't tell us about the leaders of some of these games.
Okay. 173 is human, who you met. 174 is not human. 175 is unknown.
Right. You told us that there was a Zabrak leading the Phantom Terror.
Yep.
And actually, so that actually is the only one that's non-human that we know of. The Grand Army of the Republic.
But they could have
Is
soldiers
also-
that aren't human, you know.
is led by a grand, hence
by a grand.
hence the name.
Yep.
I seem to remember you saying that a lot of them were grands.
Yes.
I don't know. I think the best.
Grands that want to dress like clone humans,
Yeah.
whatever. Stranger things happened, I guess.
I think the best option is to tell the other gangs where it's all coming, where it's all going down.
I mean, I guess they're technically clone Mandalorians, but whatever. Whatever. Potato, potato.
Yeah, I mean, you could start a rumor on the other floors that that's where it's coming from.
I think we should do that.
Oh. Yeah. We've sown dissension before.
Yeah, man.
That is
I-
generally
you
what
know,
we do is
you know,
create
here's what I'll do.
chaos.
I'll go to my loudmouth fucking friend at the Loosey Goosey Feel Good store,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go alone. All right. I'm gonna be like, okay, well, you guys, I don't know if you guys want to go talk. I'll suggest that you guys go talk to the leader of the Purple Cudgel, or the purple sword dudes. Why can't I remember their names? Knights of Nobility. So go talk to the leader of the Knights of Nobility on floor 173. I'm gonna go
Tutson.
Tatson Hill, yes.
Tutson.
No, Yedem Crystal is the leader of the Knights of Nobility.
Oh yeah, sorry. Is it your first one that you were thinking of?
Yeah, Tatson Hill is the
Loosey
Loosey Goosey guy. I'm
Guys,
gonna go
you
talk
guys
to
have
him.
way better notes than I do.
I'm gonna go talk to him because I know he's a
Pages.
he's a
One note.
known loudmouth,
Oh my God.
and I'm gonna put it in his ear.
Okay.
And you guys can go with let the actual gang leaders know.
Yeah, I think I'll at least go to the Grand Army because
Right.
maybe as with the Crimson Cudgel that I came in as, and because I'll just walk in as in that persona and say, hey, I heard that this Waru stuff is being done by the
Venom Forge.
by the
fighters.
Venom Forge fighters, and that they are made to mess
Specifically Grands.
mess Grands up,
Which
which is true. It is true.
It's not a lie.
It's not a lie. It's true. Mess Grands up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go to Tatson Hill, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go in there in my Imperial uniform
Okay.
to help remind him that I am an Imperial officer and he can't be blabbing my fucking shit around. But I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna be like, hey, so I'm not in here for a good time. But I just wanted to see if you got anything new in stock and anything I should know about. And I got a juicy tidbit for you too. What you have your ear to the ground. Have you heard anything interesting that we should know about? I got a juicy tidbit in trade if you can tell me something.
I finally got wiry.
You did? Who'd you get it from?
One of the kids on the street.
Was it a little Duros boy? Who's a Duros, right?
No, Solston.
Oh, it's Solston. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
The one that ran away was the Solston.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or no,
The Solston stayed. The human got away.
yeah, backwards.
Yeah.
The a little human kid sold to me. He used to fight with Uki
Oh, okay.
group, but I guess they are expanding their supplies, and he goes over and he's like a little box. Like they're not in any.
What race was Tatson? I don't remember.
He was a. Thank you.
I was for
I
some
did
reason
wonder
in my
that.
mind it's a Nithorian, but
No, you're right.
He's a
Because we were joking about how they were botanists.
yeah.
There is a girls.
Aduros? Okay.
Oh, Duros. Okay.
But the Ithorian would have been very funny
I thought it would have been fun.
because they're very laid back, and B, they're botanists.
He goes over and he is like,
Those are the slug guys, right? I'm thinking
Yeah.
the heads that go kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he goes over and he is it's not in any type of official package,
Yeah.
but it is a container. He's like, he seems like I have 6 of them left.
Cool.
They're 20 each.
Well, I don't need any. I got my own source of that.
Okay.
But my, I got some news about this stuff actually. It's interesting enough in our we're investigating this stuff right now, and I hear that it's being made down on floor 175 by the Venom Forge fighters. And even more scandalous, you haven't taken it, right?
No, I'm taking it.
Okay, yeah, don't, because apparently it's dangerous for non-humans to take it.
Seems a strange side effect.
I know. So that's what I said. Don't tell my friends this next time you see them, but I took it, and I also took Edom, and they do the same thing. They do the same thing, and obviously I'm a human, so it didn't affect me. But I heard that one of the main differences is that it's dangerous to non-humans.
Okay.
So don't sell it to your non-human customers.
Well, at
if
least
you know
not the
it's
ones I
good
like.
for you. Yeah, not the ones you like. That's right. Which, if they're paying customers, I assume you like them all. But
Some of you care less about. Anyways,
anyway, so don't sell it.
okay.
Like I said, keep it away from my friends, but you can tell whoever you want.
Okay.
Besides,
Go ahead and give me a turn check.
wow. And you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, why don't you give me your stock of that? That way, no one actually buys it. I'll buy it, and hopefully that gives me a boost on on the roll.
Yep.
So I'm not very good at charm.
Okay.
That's why you bring me on.
You can get a boost for buying his for giving him the information.
Cool.
And a boost for buying his stock.
Cool. And what's his?
It'd be a red and a purple.
Okay. I really want the news to get out. I want the word to get out, so I'll upgrade. Okay. It's gonna make it.
Yeah, it worked.
Look at all those blank dice. That's crazy. All right, so I got a success and advantage.
Okay. I'll let people know.
So I'll take all that off your hands and I'll hand them the 120 credit.
He gives 20 of it back to you.
Oh, cool.
It's like for the information.
Yeah.
Okay. Elson, how are you? You and Wyatt were going to the Grand.
Right. Probably in the same disguise that we were before we went to.
When we got jumped in.
We got jumped in. Yes.
That's how we like to approach them.
Yes. Well, they will know us from that.
Yeah, I say we're members of the gang now.
Yeah.
We're honorary Grand Army.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys go to floor 172.
Mm-hmm.
And how are you trying to get an audience with boss? Or with who are you trying? You're trying to get an audience with boss, and how are you going about it?
How should we go about it? I mean, we need to drive them to action, so the boss would be the best person to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're gonna try to get the boss. The approach is that I think we have critical information that can cause damage to the army.
The army. Oh, that's who we're talking to?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm a little slow on that stuff. I'm like, who's who? I'm like, I forget there's so many floors, so many different armies.
That's one of the things of like on this one, with it being a multi-story, basically like Coruscant, where there's just so many levels down below, and you're all kind of still staying in the same general area that keep going back to the old characters to.
Yeah, no, I feel like I need like a little flow chart.
Flow chart. Yeah, that's why I need all these.
Yeah, no, you
like,
print me out a little flow chart, and I'll be like, oh, okay, this is what I know.
I'm like, all right, so what adventure did this come up in this adventure? Okay, here we go.
A map, maybe. I'm very visual. I need maps.
Yep. Okay. So like I could hook this up and turn this on. Put notes. Okay. So you guys are basically doing it as an honest approach of saying that you need to
Yeah.
information.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we're just simply to incite to action.
Go ahead. You guys will give me a charm check.
Let's do a group turn chat,
Yes.
and I give you a boost.
Okay, so I get mine plus a boost.
Yes.
Okay,
It'll be 2 red and a purple.
okay,
Because they are.
I'll go ahead and spend a destiny point on that.
okay. I gotta upgrade my charm. She's actually using it.
I assume scientist is a colonist?
Scientist is Age of Rebellion core book.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Age of Rebellion.
Oh, okay.
It might work. It might work.
Okay,
So what is that, citizen or?
These two cancel out, right?
That's right. Those two cancel out. The one that
Oh,
in
these two
purple.
cancel out. So it is.
Oh no.
It's under the technician.
Technician?
We
That's 2 failures. Two
So-
failures. or
so we
successes.
fail. We fail with a triumph and 2 advantages.
Wah, wah. Well, hopefully my.
Well, we
plan
because
works.
we I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. So you go and as you approach the people and like we need to talk to the boss. There's something critical, and they kind of laugh. Like, nobody talks to the boss. You kind of enlighten them of what you're talking about, and they find somebody else, but they don't direct you to the boss. Let me find. Okay.
Can I
So-
have a triumph in that it incites the non-humans into thinking this is some really important stuff?
Yeah, I think we with whatever maybe next roll we need to do to persuade them, we
Yeah.
get a natural upgrade.
Yeah. What book is that?
The
Oh,
Age of Rebellion main
Oh.
book.
Okay. They're not going to take you out to the boss, but they take you to a lieutenant, who's also a Grand. You approach him, and he's in Clone Wars armor. As he takes off his helmet, you see the Grand with the 3 eyes, and he's like, I'm Lieutenant Briax of the Grand Army. What is this information that you feel is so important to us?
There might be you ever heard of the drug called Wairuru? I've heard it might be spreading in these parts.
I've not heard of it yet.
Well, it's a drug, blue pill, sometimes causes hallucinations. If it's spreading here, then it's poisoning the army. It affects Grands horribly and any other non-humans. And it's being developed by the Venom Forge on 175.
Hmm.
And where did you get this information from?
Apparently there's this guy on 173 that was kind of talking about this new drug, but telling we could take it, but no one else. Something like the Loosey Goosey Feel Good shop.
Okay.
And then I make up a friend who died from it, who was non-human.
Okay. Go give me a group deception check.
All right,
Okay. How are you, deception?
not good.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, it's mine. All right, I got.
So
this is what I got,
benefit
so-
the
Yeah,
scientist
that's all
has
better
is
than
they
me, so
have
take a
medicine and
But
knowledge.
get a natural upgrade
knowledge
because of
education
our
as-
triumph.
What's that? That just upgrades that to
Yeah.
yellow.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
Should we
I'm
go for it?
wondering if I'm looking to see if
Well, we
there's
only
a,
have 1 light left.
Oh,
so-
never
a
mind.
spy
okay.
tree
And
that
what's
would
the
help.
disadvantage here?
It'll be you can get a
Scout.
You
Scout
can
gets
get another
medicine,
boost.
but that's not.
Mhm.
Okay.
because you're giving him information that he's cares about.
Okay.
But unfortunately against 3 red because he's a lieutenant for
Okay.
the Grand.
So yeah, he has high vigilance.
Liars.
Uh,
We're gonna do our best.
Actually, we worked. It worked.
Very well.
Got 4 successes. We see that's a failure, right? So that cancels out, and then
That's one
Uh,
advantage.
That's
One
Ah,
disadvantage.
the interrogator.
That one. Oh, unless you move that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
no.
Okay. So
The,
two
look,
advantage.
the interrogator.
So
it-
3
it
successes and
has
2
medicine.
advantages.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's like, well, we'll spread the word. Why? Strange that the venom force spiders would be doing this to non-humans.
Yeah.
The leader of them is non-human, so I don't know why they would
What?
be
Interesting.
targeting non-humans.
So it's the leader. Really? We
What color is
heard.
the leader's hair?
What kind of
Yeah, we.
alien? That's what you need to find out.
Try to get more information on the leader, of the Venom Force Spiders.
They're non-human. That's weird. We heard hubbub about the person in charge of this whole production having purple, being a female with purple hair.
See what black. We'll go with that one. Well, Twi'leks don't have hair unless it's some type of a hairpiece. Or some other fashion accessory.
So if I did go interrogator, nobody's fool. Nobody's fool's okay. Good cop is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Know their weakness is okay. Improved know their weakness is okay. God, that's a lot of know their weakness. Made you talk.
I remember that was like very specific for his talents, but there's like tweet typically don't have hair unless they're wearing a headpiece or some other adornment.
That
to-
is strange.
All she said was purple hair. She didn't say where it was.
Yeah. Always said. Oh wow.
Nice.
Oh
Nice.
wow.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm childish.
Okay.
I mean, Twi'leks can be purple.
Yeah.
And you'd think,
Yep.
there'd be like some shade matching there.
Mhm.
Well,
Just-
okay. I'm going to say, well, they seem to be hairless altogether, but we don't want to even get there. We do not need to question about the Twi'lek anatomy at this point in time.
I'm working on
do the
moving into
drapes
this.
match the
I'm
house?
working on moving into this tree that has medicine as a telescope. So, I'm thinking about anatomy a little bit more.
Curtains match the drapes.
I-
That'd be something different for a Twi'lek.
Do the drapes match the house?
The drapes in this
Because
case
they're
are
all
the
because they're all colored.
Yeah, the Laku and their like big ass freckles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I feel like
Anyways.
the darker colored freckles I think is what would match. Personally, just
Okay. Oh, what happened?
no, some update or something
Okay.
not important.
All right.
yeah.
So
This tree is very interesting,
It's like super specific to
very specific to
Interrogating
interrogating people. Yeah,
so
and then
What is
a
this
couple
you're
lengths of
looking at?
surgeon
The interrogator?
to not completely
Oh.
suck.
is a spy. So it's designed to question people that you have in control. So it's very specific. And
Very specific, like not even like
yeah.
seriously. The only generic skills they have are surgeon.
So tough and grit.
They have no. There's not even any toughen.
Oh,
There's,
dedication. There you go. That's
there's 2 grits and a dedication.
Yep.
Pressure point's kind of good,
oh yep.
but brawl isn't good. So
So
So- go ahead.
so you continue if you want to stop there, then you kind of continue spreading the word.
The only thing I'm wondering if we should share is that we heard that there was someone that's making this. They said they had supposed to have purple hair at this one plant.
I'm unfamiliar with anybody at the plant since it's not on my floor, but assure you the leader of the, well, at least last time I knew, the leader of the Venom Force Spiders was a Twi'lek.
Oh, all right.
When was that you knew that?
At the last meeting of Leeson's gang's leaders.
Within the last 6 months.
Oh, okay, all right. I just wasn't sure that was a couple years ago or something.
Well, there could have
Alright.
been a recent takeover too.
And at the very least, we can get it swept off our streets.
So,
If not, maybe, I don't know.
so you guys, okay. So you guys are just gonna continue going through the floors, spreading the word.
Yeah, I think we're at least gonna go to the 174 for at least with the Zabraks.
Okay.
And it's just kind of see if we can get it, talk to the management about, we heard about something that you might want to know. Actually, we could do that as Imperials.
So you guys continue going around spreading the word till after you spread the word on 174. You get a call on your comms for both of you. So Lieutenant Jeffries, you guys need to return back to here. ISB has come, and they are requesting your presence. They're going to take the information that you have, and they will do their own investigation. While this is going on, you guys will be inactive, and until they close their investigation, she will get time off, and we'll see what information they find.
This is awesome.
They, you guys return individually. They go through and ask what you know. I'm assuming you guys share all of your information.
Yeah.
Not hiding anything. Okay.
Yes, and in addition, I make it very clear that I was never in an altercation with an officer from floor 170.
Okay. They take
Not for lack of trying, mind you, but I don't say that part.
they take the information. They from everybody, unless there's any like I said, lies or any exaggerations that you wanted to tell.
Nah.
They'll take their information.
Well, I didn't smash the guy's hand or throw him in the dumpster.
You leave that part out.
Yeah, I leave that part out, obviously.
It's not really a deception if it just slips your mind. You know.
Yeah.
It's inconsequential.
After you guys your question, Lieutenant Jeffrey says that there's a residence that you guys will be staying at until the investigation is concluded, or they.
Oh, I thought he was about to send us on a cruise.
No,
That would've been
no.
nice.
This is called house arrest.
Don't know where the story should go. Cruise time.
Time for a cruise. Yep. So you guys will stay.
It could be a thing.
Be a thing. That's why I waste time. Go on a cruise.
It
But
actually was like one of the best parts. of
Oh,
the
yeah,
entire
it
thing.
was.
and it was in Brooklyn 99 they went on a cruise.
Yeah.
So but he's like, you guys are going to be stationed here. That we'll bring you food and whatever you need in the meantime.
Oh my god. He sent us on a freaking cruise and Doug Judy is there singing.
So
Oh my god. Brilliant.
so stay here, stay off the streets, do not go down to any of the lower levels, and until you hear from either from me or from a member of the ISB.
Can I go visit my girl in the evidence locker?
No, that'd be going down to one of their floors. So
We don't have an evidence locker in the 99?
oh, you do, but I thought Roxy was from, or Roxas was from the bottom one.
Oh, 173? Yeah,
Yeah.
you might be right.
Yeah.
And I will let you know what we will let you know what the investigation finds and what actions will be taken. And he gives you the key to the spot for you guys to go to, and we'll wrap up there.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and take 15 experience.
I will immediately spend that for an extra vigilance, Frank.
Let's see.
All right.
And just so you're aware, since this is your first time playing, if you have the option of buying a new specialization tree, it costs less if you go with a new specialization in your same career. But you can buy cross career too if you want. And I think it's if you buy a universal, it's cheap too.
So, I mean, well, what, so I can buy a whole new tree?
Yeah.
So yours is the.
Like if you're tired of that tree, if you bought everything you want on that tree,
Uh-huh.
and you don't want to buy skills, then you can pay for a new tree. And the cost for a new tree goes up the more trees you have. It's relatively cheap.
Do I get to keep this
10?
tree?
Yep. Yeah,
Oh,
you still
okay.
keep it.
It's 10.
It's 10 times the number that you're going to.
So 20 for the first new one, and plus 5 if you're
10.
buying, or plus 10 if you're buying
you're buying
across.
Yeah.
Yep.
So with 20 experience, you could buy a second tree in the in the colonist in the
So-
colonist career.
Oh, okay.
Start my recording first.
And for 30, you could buy a new one